Hey gang, Drex here from DrexFactor.com coming at you with a review of Super Soky Soky Poi with Jupiter Ball LED heads from Speevers.com. These are LED Soky Poi that work by illuminating the sock itself to give you light up tethers and a larger lit area overall. So how do they stack up, and are they any good to spin? I'm going to dive into their features, list pros and cons, and then some final thoughts on these. Before we dive in, I just want to take a moment to give a shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Emazing Lights, FlowToys, Spinballs, and Ultrapoi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can visit them all on the web by following the links down in the description of this video. Speevers is a company I'd actually never heard of before they reached out to me to review their gear. They're a company based out of Israel that makes both poi and juggling equipment. Their new Super Soky are mesh sock poi that come in a variety of different colors. The fabric itself reminds me of the material that they make soccer bags and the like out of, a thick mesh that looks to be made out of nylon. The heads are their new Jupiter Ball LEDs. The Jupiter Balls are spherical LED balls meant to be used for both juggling as well as the heads of these sock poi. The balls themselves are made out of a hard polycarbonate with a thin silicone shell over top of them. The batteries inside are rechargeable. The charging poi can be found under the D-shaped cut in the silicone shell. At each end of the ball is a soft button that turns on or off the ball and changes the modes in it. There's also a small assembly of LEDs just beneath each button. The D-shaped cut in the shell points to the side of the ball that's what they call the North Pole. You use this button to turn the ball on by holding it for a couple seconds, to change the mode on the light underneath the North Pole by pressing it repeatedly, and to increase the brightness of the overall ball by holding the button down. Use the South Pole button to change the mode of the South Pole LED by pressing it repeatedly, and to decrease the brightness of the overall ball by holding the button down. If you keep on holding the button down, it will turn the ball off entirely. The buttons themselves are removable, and if you remove the South Pole button, you can drop the ball inside of the socks to have the South Pole lights illuminate them. Part of what I like about this approach is that they work for both daytime as well as nighttime spinning. The colored socks are great for spinning when it's sunny out, and when the sun goes down, you can just turn on the Jupiter balls to use the same set of poi at night. Super easy! The Jupiter balls also have a really interesting feature I've never seen out of any other set of LED poi in this price class. They're programmable. If you plug the USB port into a computer, it'll mount like a thumb drive. You'll see an XML file that you can edit to create your own modes. Now, this is super cool because it's more control than I've seen out of any other set of LED poi short of the programmable strip poi. But editing XML is a very, very user-unfriendly way of creating custom modes. I don't see anyone other than the hardcore nerds actually using this particular feature. You can also somewhat change the length of these. If you add the included ball handles, you can just barely get to 24 inches, the size that I like my poi to be. You can shorten them from there, but that's about the max length you're likely to get out of a pair of these socks. As for battery life, at maximum brightness and with both poles on violet, I got an hour and a half of battery life out of these. Lower brightness settings will get you more life, but this is the worst case scenario you'd be looking at. The weight on these is actually pretty close to that of my contact poi. I was surprised to find that I could actually do contact poi tricks with these. These tend to look better in the day than at night because the light diffuses a lot by the time it gets down to the handle, and contact poi tricks in the dark just wind up not looking as interesting. You can also easily do gunslingers with these, but watch out for the gap in the fabric that you insert the ball through. It's very easy to get your fingers caught in it. So, let's talk pros and cons. Pros. I dig the design. Sock poi that work daytime as well as nighttime like this are a really cool idea. I like the colors they're available in and how flexible the poi are. They're also really solidly made. There are videos online of people who work at Speevers throwing the balls off of buildings and the like, and it seems like they're very nearly bulletproof. Cons. While these balls may be bulletproof, they're also hard as hell. I can't recommend these to an absolute beginner because you will hit yourself, and they're going to hurt a lot. These may be good for your second set of poi, but if they're your first, you may brain yourself. Second, the material that they're made out of. While the mesh design may make these less air resistant, it also makes them more delicate. I've already noticed some fraying around the handles, and I imagine it'll just be a matter of time before the socks themselves tear. So overall, I do actually really like these. They're a great weight. I've been taking them around with me since I got them, and I've used them frequently for both flow as well as practice. I would really, really love for the balls to come in a softer housing, and for the user interface for editing them to be simplified. But as it stands right now, they're fun to use right out of the package. Super Soky are available for $26.40 a pair, and the Jupiter balls are $49 per ball at Speevers.com. They are sold separately, so if you want both together, you have to add them separately to your shopping cart. If you're interested in picking up a pair of these, use the affiliate code 2315 at checkout for 10% off your order. It helps out me, and it helps out the channel. Thanks so much for watching. If you got anything out of this video, please hit that like and subscribe button to help my channel grow. Special thanks to all of my awesome supporters on Patreon. You guys are the ones that make these videos possible. If you're not a current backer and would like to sign up to support the work that I do, please go to patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi. Thanks again, and peace.